Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Terra Invicta playthrough where things are not going terribly actually. We're doing reasonably. We've got control of America, Canada, the United Kingdom, Portugal, half of Russia, and... I thought I had one of the Baltics. Oh, Denmark. So, we're not doing terribly. A few aims this time. I'm going to try and get a bit more control of Russia. I'm going to try and kick the other people out. So I'm going to try and increase my friendliness there, and then try and kick them out to get hold of the boost, the extra boost here. But it's not a huge amount of the extra boost. I think I need to try and work on Kazakhstan because this place is awesome. So I think I'm going to try working on Kazakhstan to try and destabilize it enough to cause a coup so I can move in, swoop in, or increase my people enough to go in. We'll see. I'm kind of hoping I can persuade. I'm trying to work out if there's a way I can actually persuade Russia to attack. So, wars. Can I? What's Kazakhstan's flag? So, relations. Manage. Okay, so it's not Russia's relations I'm managing there. Okay, anyway. Sorry. At this point, it's going to be, so where is
Ready for orders.
You are my expert at making people like us. All of the money.
I will tell our story. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
What's the op?
I'm here.
And you can start increasing unrest. This might be foolish. I might take it, then screw myself up, but, you know.
The government must fall.
Where do you need me?
There are other places I can get hold of, but it's whether it's worth it. Ooh, okay, let's start
Putting
work
our people
on...
in place.
Ready for orders.
And let's keep trying to stage a coup here. Even though it's a tiny chance, if it goes off, it's still good. It
Subverting
means
the
I can
government.
take over. And getting hold of Kazakhstan, I mean, a lot of others will move into Kazakhstan when that happens. But if I can get hold of Kazakhstan, that is huge. And as somebody pointed out, it's really obvious where the things are. So faction control, let's leave it on that. Which is really useful because it shows who controls it. Alright, let's unpause. You kind of got the country colour below as well. I don't know what these percentages are. Alien fleet free. I need to get some more op income before I can actually do anything because I've spent it all and I'm not quite sure how I gain operational income. So one thing somebody did ask me is about priorities. So you can change a country's priorities to give you different things. Then they'll affect how it produces resources for you. So yeah. Oh, and we've got Algeria, which is giving us
The revolution
nice
will
oil.
not be today.
Our plot has been foiled.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alien base discovered. Oh god. Alien station discovered.
How could one so young?
Target destroyed.
Nice.
Cleaning things up.
We destroyed an alien asset. Oh, what? That's something I needed to do. We'll do this on the next thing, and we're actually in a position where we're going to start doing some fun things soon. I mean, this is fun. This is quite an interesting aspect of the game, but we're also going to have the space
support.
aspect coming soon. What is that percentage?
I'm here.
I don't have a clue what this percentage is, if I'm honest. Right, so we need to acquire
Where do you need me?
an org, which we do through this window, as our next mission. Different people can get different orgs, so I realistically want to get you. No, use something. What do these do? Siberian tigers. Ah, monthly income. Operations. Ooh, yes, please, then. But can I get you for somebody else? Let's have a look through everybody, see what I can get. They generate money, but they would give me some more persuasion. These give me extra espionage and security, which isn't so useful for this one, but that operations income I like. So I'm going to purchase them. Does it only affect them? Do you wish to... So I can unassign it, and then I can technically assign it to somebody else who can use it, but only certain people can use orgs. Oh, I can't re-equip it now. Derp derp. But now, yeah, let's reconfirm our assignments. I shouldn't have unequipped it.
Ready.
Hindsight is a bitch.
Establishing control.
Ready. Standing by.
Let's keep
Time for a change.
queuing it up.
Where do you need me?
Ready to go. We must persuade the people. Ready for my mission.
Your orders?
You can go to Mexico.
Bringing them on board.
Reporting in.
And we're going to attempt to purge there with all our influence. There we go.
Terminating the opposition.
A purge had a reasonable chance of success there. I mean, 17% is not huge, but if I can purge them to get in that way, giving me all the boost is huge, because boost is needed to get stuff into space, basically, and that is going to be our next thing.
We hold no sway in their minds.
It's fine. It's fine. Energy labs. What do energy labs do? Grants 3% bonus and rest of boost. Yes, please.
The old regime remains in power.
It's fine. It's fine. I have so much military. Ooh. Direct energy warfare doctrine. Yes, please. I am the resistance after
We've got
all.
our people in place.
Mexico is
We
ours.
failed to take control.
Oh, partly ours. Come on.
Our associates are now in charge.
Oh, I purged! Yes! I've gained some control here. That's actually really solid for us, because that's going to give us much more boost if I get full control of here.
Ready for my mission.
We are
Ready
going to
for
stop
orders.
with the destabilizing
Where
now.
to?
Right. Weird that it's only eligible for her, but... still useful. Buffs up certain missions they can do. Oh, it gives them extra missions as well.
Ready to go.
Standing by.
Does it? Kinda, yeah.
Ready.
Right. It's purge time.
Ready.
Standing by.
Acknowledged. We're taking power.
I'm here.
Where do you need me?
I'm gonna start stabilizing then.
We'll make things safe.
Ready for my mission.
Your orders? We'll turn down the heat.
At your service. What's the up?
Okay, and now I'm gonna do something fun.
Establishing our
Peace out.
presence.
So now we are going to... Weird, it should have given me the next mission. Found a station. So, found platform. Build the command module for a small space station in the selected orbit. It may be delivered by rocket from Earth. Requires 1 free missile control resource. We've got plenty of them. And 1.5 boost. The higher I put it, I don't know what the benefits are for going higher or lower. I'm going to go for an intermediate orbit. And it takes 30 days. So closest, obviously, yeah. And founding a platform. So this is our space station. Platform founded. There we go. Oh, we are not the first. And obviously I can build stuff around it, which do different things. So general info, selected module data, available module list. Click on a module to find out more. So a life science module, grants, bonus investment in welfare. A materials lab, grants police investment to military priority module. Solar collector. Yeah. Bonus to alien detection on Earth. That's good. I need a few more things before this really becomes useful. So bust the military stuff. Built on Earth. Alien thing. Probably should have a solar collector. Ah, it tells you other bonuses over here. There we go. That's all I can afford for now. So slowly building up our station. Now there's a lot of stuff on stations and things which isn't necessarily available right now. So we'll have to see them as time goes on. And obviously long run I'll push out into the solar system and get on to other places. Ooh, China. Ooh, how much boost does China create? Quite a lot across it all, and nobody controls it yet. Now I've started pushing here. They control the core, and it's this one is the important one. They have not come in peace. Images of alien military ships and structures in the far solar systems dashed worldwide hopes of peaceful contact.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Order is returning.
Nice. So one failed, the other succeeded. Kazan, under the control of Putin, has decided to leave the Federation of the Eurasian Union and is no longer... Ooh.
We've gained significant support.
Nice. So a bit more support
We've
in
gained
Mexico.
significant support.
We are in control here.
Nice. Supply depot. There we go. So Kazakhstan is ours. So how do I? Which is huge buffs to boost from here. Ah. So I can move the... Ah. A new alliance, cancelling under control of the United States of America, formed an alliance. I see now. So let's look how I can change America. I can only move them one at a time. Let's get Mexico and Algeria into that alliance. Why can't I do that one? Ah, it costs influence. Okay. So I could theoretically have pushed people into war with each other. Okay. So we may start purging our way down through there.
Putting our people in place.
Ready for orders.
Oh, you've
Where
gone down
to?
to Brazil.
We'll restore peace to this nation. Reporting in.
Where to?
I'm here.
Let's do a bit of stabilizing
Restoring
in
order.
Kazakhstan, as we've probably
Acknowledged.
screwed it up a bit. More public order here.
Making our case.
What's the op? Targeting the opposition.
And
I
keeping
will try to sway the public.
Russia on side. There we go. Confirm assignments. So eventually, I'm going to be able to build ships. Ship construction. Build a space dock or larger hab facility. So we're going to have to build a space dock in our hab at some point. Need to deal
Things
with
are
some of these.
stabilizing.
Things are cooling off.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
That's not under my control, annoyingly. Weirdly, though, that could be beneficial for me.
The opposition remains in power.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll get them. Hab module is complete. Nice.
The flight controller is about 15 seconds to CSM Max.
So space dock is what I really want. That is quite expensive. 101 money, 17 boosts. So I'm going to start saving up boost for that space dock. Or building space is a lot of interesting materials, which we'll get to long run. And obviously all those things give us different buffs. I maybe didn't pick the best ones, but we'll find out.
Where to?
At your service.
Reporting in.
Standing by for orders.
So I can move my guys into orbit to do things in orbit, I think.
Your orders?
Standing by for
Not going to
orders.
do that yet. I don't know if I really need to do that, so...
I will try to sway the public.
At your service.
I really shouldn't be trying to purge when it's that unlikely to work, but, well...
Removing our enemies.
Your orders?
I will tell our story.
Ready for my mission. We'll make things safe.
Reporting in. Restoring
go.
order.
And we actually have some ops power now, which is good. So I'm saving up boost to get a to get more in orbit, and I control quite a lot of boost now. I guess the other thing I could start
Order
doing
is
is working
returning.
on China.
The situation remains chaotic.
Ah. So we've completed the supply depot. Ah, tech. Outpost core, that's for something bigger.
Our case remains unheard.
Long run, I'll be able to build stuff
The
in
people
space,
will come
which
to our
is good.
side.
In fact, I could technically start nuking people. Kind of terrifying. Nice. So I can start making spaceships soon, hopefully, which will be the fun thing.
Our enemies are still in control.
Then we get fun. Right. Manage. So. Moving everything to allies. Annoying I can't get the US involved, but kind of makes sense. That's a big ask. Get Algeria allied. So all the rest are in my alliance. Right, let's have a look here. So that is Guatemala with that flag. Rivals. Who controls it? These guys. Ah, that's why I can't do it. So may improve relation then. I'm basically trying to push myself to a war there. How can they be neutral, but weird? Okay. I think I'm going to start working on Russia, on China. I'm going to say, how low a percentage do you reckon?
We'll be running this place in no time.
Standing by.
Standing by for orders.
Ready to go.
Let's throw the money at there.
We must persuade the people.
Where do you need me? Standing by for orders. We'll make our appeal.
Ready to go.
Let's burn some ops.
Taking it to
try
them.
and clear that
What's
out.
the orb? Taking it to them.
Try and get rid of those assets. And trying to work on China to get ourselves built to the next. If we can get control of China as well, I mean, we control all the superpowers, basically. Which is kind of important. Having Russia, America, and China, and I don't know, even having Britain, I don't know, because Britain generates some boost. I don't know if other places do.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Luis. Oh, that was Russia.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
I should probably try and destroy that. Or,
Unable to destroy target.
that's fine.
Target remains operational.
Soon we'll have the space dock. Yes, patrol vessels, please.
We were unable to establish control.
It's fine. Keep hitting escape to go back and it just opens the menu.
Ready.
At your service.
You see, we've already pushed it up.
Bringing them on board.
Your orders? We'll make our appeal.
I'm here.
Sorry about that.
At your service. Establishing control.
Ready for orders. Ready. Making our case.
He's a bit crap at that, really.
Going in hot.
So... Can I found a bigger platform now? No. Don't want to found a second platform. So found a station, launched a probe, found a base, build a mine on one of your bases and build a ship. Sorry about
Public
that.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Huzzah! China will be ours! God. There's a few alien fleets in orbit, I'm scared.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Okay. Warfare atrocity. Oh, god damn it.
Mission aborted.
Can I pull units out?
We were unable to establish control.
We still lack support.
No, we're not under my control.
Standing by.
Where to?
Where do you need me?
Ready for my mission.
Oh, it costs
What's the
too
odds?
much for me to do anything about it.
Acknowledged. At your service.
Where to?
Your orders?
Ready for orders.
Why can't I target China? Oh, is it? Because they're an activist from China?
What's the orb?
Your orders. Standing by.
Your orders?
I'm here.
Standing by.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready.
Inspire.
I'll speak with them.
There you go.
Where to?
Ah. Wars. I want to stop war. I can't. Wars just seem like a bad thing to be doing at the moment. This is me plotting invasions of other places.
We're going in.
Ready for orders.
Ready to go.
So we can
Taking
keep
control.
going, because when we, as we saw
Standing
before,
by
when
for
we
orders.
eventually do
Bringing
break
them
through,
to our side.
it will start going. Oh! I need to go to my station. Because I can now. Oh, it's 17. I thought it was 12. Derp derp.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
I want a spaceship. See, Habs are costing it.
Public opinion remains unmoved. Falling back.
We failed to take control.
We still lack support.
Ooh. What was that? We have resources to do what? soon.
Ready for my mission. Bringing them to our side.
Reporting
It's a
in.
percentage chance. I don't know how
Ready for my
much
mission.
how the percentage chance actually
Acknowledged.
works, but
I will try to sway the public.
Ready to go. Gear up. I will tell our story.
as time goes on, we will get there. We will get hold of it. I think China's probably the hardest to crack for obvious reasons due to how it's actually set up, but yeah.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
That's Russia, though.
Our case remains unheard. Their defense was too strong.
It's fine.
Our supporters are in place.
Yes!
We failed to take control.
We have a slot in China which should start toppling them.
Acknowledged. Establishing our presence.
Acknowledged.
At your service.
I can't go to China with them, which is annoying.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
Acknowledged.
Where do I want to have a coup? There we go. Coups are funny because
I
they
will
just
bring down the
remove
government.
whoever's currently there.
What's the up?
Ready.
Weirdly,
for
it
orders.
seems to have made it
Ready.
harder. It's fine. It's fine. Right. I just want to get this over, basically. I'm very not doing this in a political way, guys. Yeah. You know what I mean
I
at
think
the
we had a
moment.
breakthrough.
Global research complete. Nice. And I'm controlling it. Militarization of space. Mission to the moon. There we go.
New regime is in place.
Nice. I cooed them out of that.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Slowly, slowly. I'm just going to keep hitting at China, but...
We still lack support.
We still lack support.
Right. Station. Stationy station. Station. MacArthur Station. Space dock. Basic assembly platform for interplanetary spacecraft. Bump. Let's get that fucker built.
I'm here.
Right. Oh my god. Oh, the idea that Russia is now in an alliance. Oh. Right. Honduras. How about them? Sorry, Guatemala. How do I push a war?
Standing by for orders.
Set national policy.
On my way to the capital.
Where do you need me?
Your orders? We'll make our appeal.
Where do you need me?
Ready for my mission.
Ready
I
for
know
my
this is
mission.
very unlikely.
Where to?
You back over here.
Making our case.
Ooh, I should be purging the crap out of them. YouTube algorithm. I'm talking about a computer game. Please don't demonetize me. Soon we will be in space. The final frontier. And then we'll run out of time. Because we only have 7 years. I think I'm only like a year in, though.
The people will come to our side.
Nice. I'm not sure how I tell. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so the resistance people love us. People love us here too. Not so much in some of these other places, actually. Okay.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Panic! Widespread panic about aliens appears. Calm the public.
Policy direction complete.
Declare war. Guatemala. Confirm. The United States is asking ally Russia. Join. Join. Continue. Continue. Oh. Right. Deploy army. Deploy army. Let's get a few army. There we go. I think this is probably overkill, but you know. Okay. Space Flight Program Initiative. Canada has joined the list of spacefaring nations by launching small sub. Factions may now begin building boost and mission control there. Ah. Boost. There we go. I hadn't realised I could do that through direct investment. I could have probably done it in other places, which might have been better as well. Cool. Okay, I hadn't realised I could do that. You see, I'm still very much learning this game,
We were unable
guys,
to establish control.
We were unable to establish control.
So we're actually losing influence now by controlling this many people, so I am going to abandon China. So what do I get from here? I'm doing okay, but I'm abandoning China. Direct investment. I can't afford any direct investment just now. It's fine, everything's fine.
Ready for orders. We'll turn down the heat.
I'm here.
Stabilize nation.
At your service.
Increase our public
We must persuade the people.
opinion.
Ready to go. Initiating surveillance.
What's the op?
More public order, more
I will
friendliness.
tell our
And
story.
Where to?
You are going to be going purge.
Targeting
2%
the
chance is
opposition.
still a 2% chance.
Initiating recon.
Oh, and I actually have enough stuff to deal with some of this stuff now. Oh god, more alien fleets. I really should investigate some of
We're
these
winning
places.
their hearts and minds.
Violence is abating.
We've moved the needle.
Repeat missions. So there you go, I did up it. Army completes deployment. Take me there. Oh, okay.
Our associates were unable to take control.
I hadn't realized I could send military against alien assets on the ground, which I guess kind of makes sense if alien assets start landing. Right, you can go investigate that. Oop.
We'll see what we can find.
Standing by for orders.
This might have not. I guess it's not quite there yet, maybe? There we go. Take me there. Right. Design ship class. This bit's gonna be fun. The ship designer. I'm gonna read all of this. This screen where you create your ship. Select a hull. Nose weapons. Module data for digital data. Hull weapons. Utility. Radiators to cool it. A battery so they can be used of. Yeah. Okay. Mass, important. Okay. Right. Gunship. So this is an escort. Gunship is going to be the lightest, isn't it? Yeah. A couple of propellant tanks. Gunship should be light and fast. Autocannons use fleet objective module description. I think that might that might be need a bit of stuff. Early access, guys. I might need to do something else first, maybe?
Houston, Columbia, reading you loud and clear. How many? Roger, bye, Mike. How did you go? Over.
Auto design.
Listen, Dave, everything's going just swimmingly.
Doesn't work.
Great.
Utility
We're standing by
modules.
for Eagle.
Water heat sink. Heavy water heat sink.
Okay, he's coming along. We copy out.
Yeah, I think a lot of this isn't.
And Columbia, Houston, we expect to lose your high gain sometime during the power descent. Over. Columbia, Roger. You don't
Drive. Apex solid rocket. Meteor.
Well, you coming on? Think the high gain with scenario. Skip the dump. Okay. Skipping the dump. Flight control. She go.
Okay, there we go. So I can put a 10-inch cannon on.
Okay, guidance, I assume you're standing by for the burn report. Standing by that in the sunshine. Roger. Flight control, where's the burn attitude? Roger.
Okay.
Houston Eagle, how do you read? Bye-bye, Eagle, we're standing by for your burn report, over.
Why is it?
Roger, the burn was on time. The residuals before nulling. -0.1.
Ah!
-0.4.
Derp, derp.
-0.1. X and Z null to 0.
So this is gonna be cheap and cheerful.
AOS land.
I can't believe I didn't realize I had to drag.
Looks good, bud. Roger. Houston. Roger, bye-bye, Neil. We copied up to the AGS residuals. Would you please repeat the AGS residuals in the trim, correcting the sun check, over. Roger, AGS residuals, -0.1, -0.2.
Quite sure why that's red, but we'll see.
And we use the thing, down 86 for Delta VZ, which is 9.5.
Warning, the ship lacks sufficient Delta V. Okay, that would be the problem.
Explain the difference. Apogee 57.2. Paraloon 9.1. Sun check Dreamer. Down 20. Plus 0.19, plus 0.16, plus 0.11. Over. Right, contact. Copy, guidance. Gravity, let's go. Okay. Okay, we're off to a good start, Blade. Cool.
I wish the auto design worked. Ah. Okay. So I just need to add a shit ton of propellant tanks, which seems like a bad idea.
Procedures for flight. We make sure the doors get secured now, please.
Okay. What happened to my ship design?
Go ahead. Please secure the doors. Measure.
Okay. I definitely can't afford to build that yet. Right. So, let's have a look at the other missions. So, Founder Station. The space station is football place.
Flight network data from Goldstone.
Stations are comprised of modules that grant bonuses to research. That's not what I've done, isn't it? Found a base.
Okay. Okay. Did you get his tickets?
Outpost Habs technology. Accumulate sufficient resources to found a base. Launch a probe. Okay. Where can I launch a probe to? I think probably Luna. Apparently not. I'm confused. Regime change in Guatemala. Oh god, and that gives me full control of it.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Bonus assignment. I am actually going to abandon here, though. I don't actually want it. Tough as it sounds, having taken it, but it's useful to be able to do that.
Things are cooling off.
Trillions of dollars just sitting up there.
Advanced heat management concepts. Let's see, anything else useful? Let's get space tourism, because why not? Right. Luna. Aha! Let's launch a probe. And I can found a
Public
habitat
opinion is moving in our direction.
around Luna, which might be worth doing. Okay. Yeah, let's found a platform around Luna. Maintenance station. What does this do?
The flight controller is about 15 seconds to CSM ACK.
Yeah, supply depot is probably useful for us. There we go. That's all we can do at the moment. I'm hoping this is part of how to get ourselves
Recon
in space.
complete.
Not in space, permanent, you know, bases.
Our
and
enemies
things.
are still in control.
Because I really need to start working on these materials.
Reporting in.
Okay.
Ready for orders. Heading to the capital.
Reporting in. We'll restore peace to this nation.
Okay. Confirm assignments. So, these are HABs and fleets. Are stations something different? Ah. Okay, I don't have enough power for them all. That was foolish of me. But these are... I'm
We've
learning.
moved the needle.
Very much learning.
Violence is abating.
We were unable to increase security.
We hold no sway in their minds. Mission complete.
Seek peace. Confirm. Repeat mission.
Prepping for next mission. Wrapping up here.
We'll be ready
Probe
for new orders
arrives.
soon.
There we go, which should give
Wrapping
us more
up here.
information on the moon. Ah, and now I can found some bases, which means I'll be able to start mining resources. Wait, what? Oh, I don't care about Grasvala.
Reporting in.
I should probably seek peace with America as well.
Ready to go.
Ready for orders.
Reporting in. Heading to the capital.
Where do you need me?
I'm here.
Okay.
Ready for my mission.
Let's do a bit more direct investment. More boost. Confirm assignments. Go! Oh, sorry. Molten salt batteries, there we go. Power seems to be our issue in space at the moment. Meteor strike! Oh god. Ugh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. My station is fine. For now.
The flight controller is about 15 seconds.
So I'm going to save up for an outpost next. Now, can I take over other people's stuff in orbit? Because I can put people into orbit. I just don't know if I can do anything with that. I can't go fast when I'm in space. Yay, more alien stations. Of course.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Public opinion remains unmoved. Policy direction complete. We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Policy direction complete.
Yeah, no, nothing worth doing.
Prepping for
I
next
could
mission.
make a formal alliance. Ooh, alien abductions. That might be something we want to do stuff about. Yeah, it's Guatemala. I don't care. Oh, wait. There's war going on in Europe? Okay, that was not expected.
Your orders?
Where do you need me?
Right. I want a bit of purging now.
Standing by.
Really?
We're taking power.
Ready.
At your service. Protecting our interests.
What's the up? Investigating alien site.
Okay, how are we doing on boost? How much boost do I need to start getting a moon base out? God damn you guys! Nine.
Making things safe for our people.
Okay, my stations are slowly growing. I want to get something on the moon, and then I need to start mining on the moon
Where
and
I
start
come from,
checking other
we have
places.
Zeph.
Magnetic force manipulation. That sounds like an engine.
The people will come to our side.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
That's quite good. Here has a bit of everything.
We found something.
Oh, okay. It tells me. So, yeah. Pearl Crater. Sorry. Yeah. Outpost founded. Take me there. There we go. So, similar sort of thing, guys. I can't afford anything else at the moment, but we have an outpost here, which is the key thing.
The opposition remains in power.
Maybe I should drop my station in lunar orbit. Stations.
Auto CDR.
Manage.
Top button reset.
Can I actually just get rid of it?
Okay, abort stage reset. At control, free up the most
Nope.
control.
Because they do cost to have.
Okay, motion pull is set. Tags are reading 400 plus 1.
Let's look at my other station. Because here, it's only the space dock, which I can't afford to do anything with yet, which is unpowered. So that's fine for now. I
What's
don't
the
really
up?
care at this point.
Securing our interests.
Just building as much public support as we can here. Ooh, we have an unknown agent. We may be doing some assassinating ye.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We hold no sway in their minds.
I'm gonna move the army there. Ooh, what? Okay.
I'm here. Terminating the opposition.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Protecting interests.
Securing our control.
Standing by for orders.
Reporting in.
Ready for my mission. We must persuade the people.
Ready to go.
I thought I had somebody who could do
What's the op?
assassinations.
Your orders?
At your service.
Standing by for orders.
Never mind, I used to. Here we go. So let's look at my stations. So first thing I'm going to need is an energy lab. What does it grant? Production power. No. So I'm going to need a solar collector to start with. It's going to be the first thing
Securing
I need
our
there,
control.
Making things safe for our people.
which should be fun. I want more boost.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Our case remains unheard.
Cape Breton Spaceport, there we go. I can't assault the alien units. I was hoping I could. They're not full-on alien units yet, so I guess long run I might have to go and fight places to fight off alien invasions.
Our associates were unable to take control.
Okay.
Ready to go. Initiating surveillance.
Ready for orders.
Let's put you in orbit.
Prepping for launch.
Where to? I will tell our
So
story.
I'm putting somebody in orbit. 'Cause I've
Standing
not done
by
that
for
yet,
orders.
and I'm intrigued as to how it works. Okay.
On Overwatch.
Just keep surveilling. Oh, more aliens here. Nice, we have a hab on the moon.
The people will come to our side.
It takes so very little for one tribe of humanity.
The people will come to our side.
What can I not afford for that? Guess I need
Black
to
sky.
course.
Our enemies are still in control.
Forward.
Right, so what can she do now she's in space?
40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust.
Eyes up.
The same things, but in stations. Can I move to other stations?
Stand by for 30. Forward.
On my way.
Forward, drift into the right a little. 30. 30 seconds.
Ah, now I can.
Contact light. Okay,
Oh. So I can build a mine, but I don't think I've got the tech for mines yet. Don't seem to have one. We'll see how that goes.
Eyes up.
Anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to leave this one here. So I thought I'd get more in space then, but obviously not. Point defense laser turrets. That sounds like a fan. So, obviously, I'm in a good position. I'm quite solid. We will be doing more of this, depending on how this video does, obviously. I'm really enjoying it, but it's very in-depth, so it's still a big learning experience for me. But again, thank you massively to Hooded Horse for giving us the early access to show this off to you guys. And check out the demo when during the Steam Next Test. It will be available. And as always, an extra special thank you to my channel members and patrons, Monster Bound, Philip F, Unnamed, Space Ace 475, Coning Monster, Jason Net, and Jared Horn. Cheers all.